could say it was a good weekend on Friday night for Buckeye Valley and those Barons because they just got their first football playoff win in school history. Now they're looking to go to their first state championship in volleyball, or state tournament, next week in Dayton. Can they get it done tonight? They take on Oak Harbor and the Lady Rockets, another team looking to make some history here this afternoon. We'll have it all for you live and free on the OH Report next.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports. Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
And it is time for the pregame show presented by the Buckeye Valley Spirit Squad that has come out in full force tonight. You see them across the way as we are live and free here from Lexington High School on the OH Report. I'm Jonathon Langdon. Alongside me is Joshua Banks. We are so excited to bring you this Division IV district or regional championship game here tonight between those Lady Barons and the Oak Harbor Lady Rockets. Two teams that probably weren't expected to be in this position tonight, but they are, and they are both fighting for their first ever bid to a state tournament.
Yeah, and how cool is that here today from Lexington? You know, I got the phone call yesterday to come do this game with you, and then when I talked to Brian last night, he told me about the fact that both of these teams are looking to get there for the first time ever, and we get to be a part of it. I can't wait to see both of these squads.
So Buckeye Valley comes in off what they already knew was going to be a big weekend in their athletic department. They got their first football playoff win last night, live and free on the OH Report. We are grateful to be here for a volleyball match today as well. Let's talk about this team. 23-3. Coach Randy Haas has them in a great spot. This is now 3 straight years of 20-plus win seasons. The program is on the up and up.
Yeah, and how about their last 3 wins by way of sweep, including sweeping the Highland Fighting Scots, who was the only team this year to knock off Marion Pleasant, who might be the favorite to make it to the state title game in their division.
And Marion Pleasant in our comments section shouting out these Buckeye Valley Barons, wishing them best of luck as other fellow district champions in another division.
Yeah.
Looking to see if Buckeye Valley can get themselves over to Dayton, just as Marion Pleasant did earlier this morning. So shout out to Marion Pleasant Volleyball as well. But Millbury Lake, they were the favorites here in this region, and they fall via the sweep to these Barons.
Well, and I think that's the most impressive part. Millbury Lake has kind of become a powerhouse on the volleyball court in Ohio. Buckeye Valley, like you said, on the up and up, really kind of starting to build a program, and they sweep a team that's favored to make it to Dayton. What more can you ask for if you're Coach Haas?
Well, they've got star power that really helped them get it done, and our player spotlight today presented to you by the Spirit Squad we mentioned before. It's going to be Aaliyah Schoonover, who is the Central District Player of the Year, top 5 in Division IV in hitting percentage. You see it there, about 378 is where she lands right at for this Buckeye Central squad, 86 aces as well. So very well-rounded player. Yeah,
very well-rounded at the net and behind the service line. Does well from the back line as well. She's one of those multi-dimensional players on the volleyball floor that can really step in and do anything needed.
Buckeye Valley out on the court right now getting warmed up. Let's go ahead and talk about that opposition for them as the Oak Harbor Lady Rockets come in. Athletic department, they're great. We talk about this team a lot, and we don't even cover them very much. But Oak Harbor coming in today, 22-4, 11-3 in that Northern Buckeye Conference. But they are the last team standing, as we saw Lake, I combined them there. But Lake lost to Buckeye Valley. Eastwood fell to Monroeville a couple days ago.
Eastwood falls to Monroeville. Buckeye Valley sweeps Lake. But how about the same thing on this side for Oak Harbor? Their tournament wins have all been by way of a sweep. 2 teams that are red hot now meeting for a regional final and a chance to go play in a state Final Four and make school history.
I'm fact-checking myself on that Eastwood game. It was Huron that beat them.
Okay, yep.
Not
we did that game as well, so yeah. But Huron goes down to Pleasant today, so another really good squad. Eastwood knocks off. These 2 programs have been great all year, and it's going to be exciting to see.
I want to shout out everybody watching here live and free on the OH Report. Both teams making their way out to the court for national anthem and then starting lineups. But before we take a quick break, we'll go ahead and talk about your player spotlight for Oak Harbor. For this team this afternoon, Tatum Baumgartner, jack of all trades on the other side of things. 284 kills, 278 digs.
Yeah, and 50 aces to go along with it. She does really well from kind of everywhere. But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back and go over keys to victory after this timeout.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
Welcome back to Lexington High School here on the OH Report as Buckeye Valley gets set to take on Oak Harbor in a Division IV regional championship match. Two teams looking to make it to their first ever state Final Four down in Dayton. These two, the winner of this game will play on Thursday at noon in that state Final Four game. Buckeye Valley, of course, we've seen them a lot here in the last 2 days on the OH Report. Their keys to victory tonight, if they want to have some success, I think they've got to go ahead and give Schoonover as many opportunities as she can. I went with game Schoonover.
Yeah, and she's the best player on the floor for them tonight. She has to have an opportunity on every third touch, second touch, whatever it may be, to give her team an advantage. And then, listen, you're 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 through the tournament. Continue to pile on those wins and sets. Make it hard for Oak Harbor to have a chance to compete with you here today.
And then also load up some sets. You play a 6-2 system. You're going to have two setters. You've got Loading, who of course we referred to on that key, and then you've also got Tegan McMillan, who are both going to touch the ball on every single play pretty much for Buckeye Buckeye Valley as they come in today looking for that big win. On the other side, Oak Harbor coming into this one, the final team remaining in a really stacked Northern Buckeye Conference, looking to continue to represent that league all the way through. What do they have to do tonight? Win the long volleys. Buckeye Valley, they've been nothing short of dominant these last couple of games. The only way that you're really going to get some momentum on the other side for Oak Harbor is if you win those long volleys, take those momentum plays with you.
Yeah, you have to be able to win those long momentum points, as we call them. If you can win those and kind of push Buckeye Valley into a spot where they haven't been in, then you're going to have an opportunity to knock them off.
And then the second key is to retool that front row. It hasn't been much of a block party this year for those Rockets. They're going to want to change that against a really, really lethal attack that we're going to see here momentarily as things get served away in a few minutes. 1:58 on the clock. Oak Harbor getting their lineups announced here from Lexington High School. Some other names to watch. We talked about Tatum Baumgartner. That's going to be the main name, wearing number 2 in green today. And then they've got sisters Ashlyn and Elena, wearing number 5 and 6. Elena is one of the better hitters on the team, 260 kills. And then that setter / outside hitter. Oak Harbor also runs a 6-2, so they'll have two setters, but one of them is Miley Sandwish, who is a junior, first team All-League, surpassed 1,000 career assists not too long ago, but also is our third best hitter.
And I think the one thing I enjoy is neither one of these trips were very close for either squad. Great support. I got here at about 11:45, and Buckeye Valley was already here tailgating. I talked to the Lexington AD. He said they showed up at about 11 o'clock this morning and started tailgating out in the parking lot to support these Barons.
And I could see a couple football players that were live and free on the OH.REPORT last night in that student section.
Absolutely.
Ready to go after their playoff win. They want to see the athletic department just continue to go up. From that point, of course, they will play next week all the way over in Steubenville.
Yeah,
where I just was yesterday.
How about the task that they have? You get a great playoff win last night, and now you got to go play one of the favorites in your division in the second round.
It's a 6-3 matchup. We'll see what the Buckeye Valley football team can do. But let's shift all the rest of our focus on this volleyball squad. They deserve it.
Yes, they do.
These two teams are ready to battle it out. A little bit of a delay here in proceedings. Now they'll let the liberos in. So for the Barons, the libero wearing the odd color jersey is Delaney Logier. And then for Oak Harbor, it is number 13, Ava Lynch, Northern Buckeye honorable mention.
And those are big key parts on the volleyball court is that libero. They make so many key digs, so many key plays for their teams. They're normally the difference maker in a match as close as this is going to be tonight.
Miley Sandwich will get us started. Far side set, early jump. Easy scoop by Sandwich. Far side slide shot. Dug up in the back by Loading. They'll give it right back to Schoonover. Near side tap over. Nice up with the right arm by Loading, and nobody there for the third contact, and that's how things get started this afternoon as Oak Harbor gets the first point.
Yeah, and that was just a miscommunication. Nobody talked.
Just
Another
over the block. Far side run up on it. Bella Rios nearly got the kill. Nice diving attempt by the Barons. This ball off the block, and it caught those blockers by surprise as it went straight up. Landed on both of their shoulders. It is now 1-1.
Yeah, we'll get that score corrected on your scoreboard, folks.
Taylor Harning, the junior, will serve. First team all-district. As she will win an ace, it hits off the top judge. So the Barons now in the lead.
Yeah, and that's a big start for them. They got a couple missed sets there in that first point. They can get in a rhythm and get a nice string of points going. They're going to be just fine.
That is Taylor Harning's 69th ace of the year. Goes with this one off the tape. Near side swing, Elena Hall. A couple touches off of that Baron block, and we are evened up at 2.
How about the swing there from Hall? Right into the block, unable to keep it up with the Barons. And we got a contest here on our hands.
Served by Morgan Lalonde. She'll dig this one up on the attack attempt by Schoonover. This won't get over the net. Barons lead it 3-2 early.
Yeah, and how about the dig, though, on the swing from Schoonover? It's a great dig. They're unable to capitalize on it. But those are the types of plays it's going to take for Oak Harbor to knock off Buckeye Valley.
Rough one off the platform of Baumgartner. It's another ace. This time the libero gets it for Buckeye Valley as Logier.
Yeah, great serve there. Back line serve. Put it in the corner. Unable to keep it up.
Set up to the middle. Dug up by Delaney. Far side, Schoonover. No touch on the block. It'll be 4 hits on Buckeye Valley.
Yeah, Schoonover thought that one might have got touched. It doesn't get touched on the block. It goes off the tape.
New setter for Buckeye Valley. We'll put that one on a platter. Tegan McMillan connects with her middle to make it 5-3 as the kill goes down by Leah Schoonover.
Big swing there from Leah. A great set, too, to give her that opportunity as the middle hitter.
Sister Aaliyah will send this away. Long set from the libero, forces a roll shot. Nice job by the Barons covering their bases. Free ball chance for Oak Harbor. Near side, nice power on that swing as Tatum Baumgartner welcomes herself to the proceedings here this afternoon.
Great swing from Tatum Baumgartner to get the kill there right in the campfire. And you can't ask for anything more.
Bella Rios will serve. McMillan with the setter dump, and it works. The junior with some finesse.
How about the awareness by McMillan there? She's seen nobody was home. She had a great opportunity to set up the middle hitter for a swing. She took advantage of her own, and it's still a 2-point lead.
That's kill number 30 for Tegan McMillan. Loading serves it over for Buckeye Valley. Another near side attempt, and it is blocked down by Harning.
Yeah, a great block there, and that's something that's going to be crucial today with the big swing from both of the outside hitters on both of these squads. The blocks are going to be crucial.
Great start for Buckeye Valley. They lead by 3, make it 4. Ace from Peyton loading.
Ace off the tape.
Loading it on here early as they have doubled Oak Harbor's points. Loading, tries again. High ball, this will sail out.
Yeah, just misses the back line. But you've got yourself kind of enough of an advantage here to where that does not hurt that much. But now Baumgartner's back to serve.
Best server on the team, 50 aces. Work up the middle, nice right arm extension on the up. Tried to go right away to try and capitalize on it. Buckeye Valley does a good job, and this will hit at the antenna. Rough stretch there for Oak Harbor, and it's now 9-5.
Yeah, she tried to kind of contort to re-angle herself to get that one back across the inside the antenna, unable to do it. Another great serve by Buckeye Valley.
Near side, it's blocked but out. Miley Sandwich will get the kill.
Yeah, it's a great block there by the Barons. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay in play. Still a 3-point advantage, though.
Lainey Schmid, the 5'5 senior, comes in. Sends us away. Received by Kress. They'll go opposite side. And Taylor Harning really making her presence felt. She had a block earlier. Now she gets a powerful kill up the middle.
How about the weapons that the Barons have from both outside hitters and then the middle hitter as well? That's why they're 23-3 this year. They're so well-rounded.
Second team all-district, Kinsley Wood gets us going again. Far side, they'll go to Sandwich again off the block. She's starting to establish herself. This year coming in, 428 assists. That leads the team, 243 kills. That's third. How about the serve efficiency for her, though? 98.5%.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that at the high school level with the amount of matches that they play.
Schoonover, Aaliyah, scooped up. Cross-court swing, that'll do. Bella Rios, the sophomore.
Yeah, just nice and easy, a little roll shot, got it over. Buckeye Valley, again, kind of a lack of communication has cost them 2 points here in this first set.
Long way to go for loading, and this will sail out of bounds. So the Rockets within one, as Sandwich will continue to serve, the first team all-Northern Buckeye Conference player. Another clean serve. Nearly overpassed. It's a yummy ball. Nice extension by Elena Hall just to simply tap that down.
Didn't get into the net, stayed on her side, got the hands over top, and they are on a run, Mr. Langdon.
And it's all tied. Oh, not for long. Oak Harbor has their first lead of the afternoon.
On their first ace of the afternoon. How cinema is that?
Student section trying to cheer on these Lady Barons as they try to win one back. Good dig by Sandwich for Oak Harbor. Second contact from Natalie Brockett out of system. Another reset. This will be pummeled. Aaliyah Schoonover.
A little extra sauce on that swing from Schoonover. Oak Harbor had no chance of digging that one.
Absolutely not. That was a great location. All that the Rockets could really do is punch it right back at the net. Sandwich now to set. Goes to Elena Hall. That one blocked. Another reset. They'll go to the other side now, and that's blocked as well. Schoonover, a nice 2-point stretch.
Yeah, a great job there by Schoonover to come away with that block. She read that perfectly, kept it inside the antenna and in the inline.
High toss from Harding. Continues this run at the service line for Buckeye Valley. Great ups in the back, sent away by Logier. Set up the middle, Hall's blocked. Reset, they'll work it to the near side, and there's another dig, and there's a whistle. It'll go on Buckeye Valley. We'll take a look at this.
I didn't see her in the net, and it was the near side, the net judge down here by us that made that call.
Nonetheless, we're tied at 12. Logier, nice bump set to Schoonover.
You know, Jonathan, you and I have got to see a lot of girls volleyball this year, and she might have one of the most powerful swings that we've seen all season.
She has been fantastic for this Buckeye Valley team. Leads the team in kills, 375. Kill percentage of 47, which is pretty darn impressive as Loscheer launches that out of bounds. We're tied again at 13. Reset things with Oak Harbor, and it will be Ava Lynch for the second time at the service line.
Yeah, and big chance here for the Lady Rockets. You have to go on a slight run.
Oak Harbor nearly gets that over. They did, but out of bounds. Schoonover took a little off, and that ended up working out.
Yeah, Schoonover again with another kill on an opportunity. That one a little dink. No big power on that one. The finesse game comes into play.
Aaliyah launches this right to the libero, who punches it up. And we'll see a back row attack. Land out of bounds. Yeah, awfully close, but it looks like it was.
Awfully close. Just missed the inline.
Bella Rios, another serve. McMillan set up the middle. That is Leah Schoonover, the sophomore, taking over now.
Yeah, the Schoonovers are dominating here in set number one, and they're showing why they're as good as they are. And we're getting to see that broad team effect that Buckeye Valley has. This crowd is huge for them.
Great serve to the back corner. That'll work. Buckeye Valley leads at 16-14.
Big ace there, and it's just timing and opportunity. The Rockets come back tied up. Buckeye Valley has not allowed them to really establish any type of lead.
Peyton loading, looking for another. Near side set, that hits off the block. There was a whistle. Still waiting on the call, and it's going to head over to East Harbor, or Oak Harbor.
Yeah, point will go to, yeah.
No, that goes to Buckeye Valley. I think they went the wrong direction on the head judge pointed the wrong way. Corrected himself. It is a Buckeye Valley point. Make it 17-14. Timeout called by head coach Caitlin Sandwich on the Lady Rockets side.
And I mean, when you look at the numbers, these two teams both are extremely efficient. I mean, when you come in as a team and you're hitting, or your kill percentage is almost 40% like it is for Buckeye Valley, and then Oak Harbor just as good, that's why you're at the point you're at, and showing that not only do you have a chance to win a regional, but maybe even go compete for a state title in just a week.
Both these teams certainly have that in the back of their minds here today. But Buckeye Valley so far has had the edge. The majority of this first set, they lead at 17-14 out of the first timeout called by Oak Harbor. And it looks like Peyton loading will get us going again. Lady Barons looking to continue to pile on. Sandwich, that one blocked, and it will be kept up. Sandwich went a long way into the bench. Volley continues. Back set. Great dig. Overpass. Reset for the Barons, but it is overpassed twice now. Sandwich again. Blocked. How about the front row for Buckeye Valley so far? Back to the middle. Schoonover will win the points. No, they won't.
How about that dig?
Again. Two-hand touch. Oak Harbor is literally everywhere, folks. And now it will go to Buckeye Valley. It is a lift called on the Rockets.
And how about that point? You know, we talked about one of the keys for Oak Harbor was winning those long points. Buckeye Valley wins the first long point of the evening, and it's a momentum point for them.
They now lead by 4. Make it 3.
Really, the only errors that we've seen the Barons make so far had been from the service line, as that's their third or fourth service error here of the first set.
High toss, line drive off the tape. Good reception by Wood. They'll go near side. Schoonover puts it right between two Rockets, and Aaliyah makes it 19-15.
Yeah, the sophomore says, hey, guys, look at me, too. I'm just as good as my sister. And she's showing, as a sophomore, she's going to be good when she gets older.
After the kill, she sends away a serve. And this will sail out of bounds. Buckeye Valley looked a little concerned with it, then it landed just past the very clear yellow lines here at Lexington.
Yeah, Buckeye Valley wins the race to 20. Make it 21.
An ace from Schoonover again. Leah breaking out. We'll see the final timeout from Oak Harbor. It's Leah's 10th ace of the year, and she is herded by her teammates on the way back to the huddle.
Yeah, and it's a great job by just the Buckeye Valley team in general. You know, we seen them up 6 early on in the first set. Oak Harbor rallied back. They tied it up. I want to say they took a 1-point lead at one point, but that's all that Buckeye Valley's allowed them is that 1-point lead, and they have kept their momentum going here in set number 1. And set number 1 could be critical in a match like this with teams so evenly matched.
You saw in the huddle a very colorful head coach Caitlin Sandwich, her second season with this squad. Took a group that went 5-19 back in 2022 when these seniors were freshmen, and here they are in a regional championship game, trying to fend off a run from Buckeye Valley. Going back to Sandwich, near side. Roll shot scooped up easily by the Barons. Off the touch. Volley continues on. Sandwich will go again and miss out of bounds, a little long.
Tried to high point the ball. Misjumped. And palm up didn't get that hand down through the ball.
Aaliyah will have a back row attack. Man, she's just scary anywhere she is.
How about the placement there from Aaliyah Schoonover? You know, we'd said it earlier. She is so versatile. She put that ball in the corner pocket. Nobody was going to touch it.
Near side, nice touch off the block, it looked like. That'll be in play as well, so moot point, and the Rockets break a run. It's now 23-16. They will bring in Lainey Schmid to serve. Long ball received by Schoonover. And Harning sails it out. 2 points in a row for the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, and 2 big points for the Lady Rockets as Buckeye Valley went on a massive run there to get to 23. The Rockets are going to have to go on a big run themselves here to end the first set.
Tight to the middle. Nice tap over by Harning. Got those long arms. All she really needed to do is get it off a block, and it just dipped straight down.
Yeah,
and
now we got set point.
Yeah, set point here from Lexington. It'll come from the hand of Kinsley Wood. Out of bounds, we'll see set point number 2, and it will be Miley Sandwich called upon to rally off what would need to be 6 points in a row. Far side set going to Old Reliable to end set number 1 as the Barons make it 22 straight set wins here in a regional championship game. 1-0 in favor of Buckeye Valley, live and free on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
welcome back live and free here on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon alongside Josh Banks for Buckeye Valley taking on the Oak Harbor Lady Rockets. And it's all brought to you exclusively live and free by the Ostrander RÅST over in Delaware County, and then also the Buckeye Valley Spirit Squad.
Did I hear you correctly at the end of that first set? That's 22 consecutive sets won by Buckeye Valley. They haven't lost a set in 6 matches.
They lost a set in that first match, but they lost the first set and then they won the next 3. They beat Bishop Reedy.
Man, that's complete and total domination by this squad so far this year.
See if they continue that on here into set number 2. It'll be an uphill battle for Oak Harbor for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they've lost 9 sets all season. A total of 9 sets all season.
Oak Harbor on the other side of things, they've lost 20. So they've been in a lot more closer games than this Buckeye Valley team has. And it's kind of hard to believe that they come into this game unranked because, I mean, you could talk about the strength of schedule all you want.
But the domination is what should allow that. They come in unranked, but when you're 23-3, you've only lost 9 total sets. 6 of those 9 all 9 of those had to come in losses.
All 3 of those losses, in fact, came within 3 days of each other. They had a Saturday quad match. They lost 2 of the 3 there, and then 2 days prior they played Bishop Reedy and had their only loss in the league in a sweep.
Yeah,
but then they came back and beat Reedy in 4 sets the second time around.
And that's what's so impressive is, you start off the year maybe kind of slow, and then you bounce back and get on a roll. It doesn't matter when you do it, it's how you do it, and they're doing it at the right time.
High serve, test the back row, and that'll land in the bleachers. Barons on the board early, thanks to an ace out of Natalie Brockett.
Yeah, another ace. They're pushing double figures in aces already early here in set number 2.
And that's been a specialty for them. 280 coming into today.
They're going to give.
Are they going to give the point to? Looks like they're talking about giving the point to Oak Harbor because of something that one of the players is wearing?
No. They're having a conversation.
Top official is saying something. I can't hear too well what's going on.
Coach Haas wanting an explanation. The point is the serve is gonna go over to Oak Harbor, and it's gonna be 1-1.
So they do keep the ace, but
the very next serve opportunity, they're saying Buckeye Valley was out of set.
Yeah.
On their front line.
So they get it fixed up. We'll get a chance to reset. Official still talking with Aaliyah Schoonover.
They're still talking. Officials, scores table, and the official are still talking.
I've learned a lot of volleyball over the last couple of years. This is where you lose me, with rotations and substitutions having to be figured out now. And just to make sure that they fix everything, they're going to bring in Tegan McMillan. She'll come into the front row. And it looks like all is sorted out. We'll find out after this serve from Sandwich. We are good to go. McMillan going to stack it up to the middle. And a kill from Bertkey, who has her name mentioned for the first time in this broadcast. Michaela Bertkey, another senior.
Yeah, and another just finesse play there. She had an opportunity for a big swing, just a light touch. Here's the thing for Oak Harbor. You had an extended break there with the mix-up. You got to take advantage of that. An overpass, yummy.
Leah Schoonover makes it 2-1. So I guess they did take away that first point. So it is 2-1.
Okay, we'll correct that on our scoreboard as well then.
Elena Hall goes right to the near line, keeps it in play. Gonna make it 2-2.
Something we've seen her do a couple of times already, keeping that in play on that near side.
Far side, Aaliyah goes with the roll shot, touch off the block. That'll go out in favor of Buckeye Valley.
And that's another one of those things that's just so different. You get the block, it doesn't stay in play. It was a great roll shot by Schoonover.
She'll serve this away too. And a high ball, hand over mouth right after Elena Hall sent that away.
Yeah.
Knew she kind of messed up there.
Yeah, a miss hit there by Hall. And now Buckeye Valley, after losing that first point, is up by 2.
Baumgartner has her attempt blocked. She'll go again. Goes high over that block. Far side, Kinsley Wood. Dug up by Oak Harbor. Power touchdown, and Tatum rises up for a kill. She had 3 attempts right there, but the senior cashes in finally to make it 3-4 now.
Yeah, only her second kill of the evening. Our player spotlight for Oak Harbor. She's really got to get going if they're going to be able to battle back and win.
Short serve received by Logier. Wood. Looks like that did not take a touch off the block, just went short off the net.
Yeah, it went short off the net and rolled down.
Wood will walk up on this. Make sure to get it over this time. Back to Baumgartner. Block, but it stays on the side of the Barons. 5-4 now.
Yeah, Baumgartner really getting herself involved now. 2 kills here in this set. And like I said, if she gets going, they'll have a real good opportunity to win set number 2 and make this a 1-1 match.
Some ping pong between the Barons and the Rockets there. Into the campfire, good up by Oak Harbor. And this will drop.
Guess
McMillan.
That's
Baumgartner.
Off the back heel. Just got it over the tape. It touched the tape.
Lady Rockets now riding some momentum. McMillan sets underneath this one. Back to Wood. Nice power into the bleachers it goes. Decent attempt.
Wood's trying to make a point.
Lynch.
Yeah, decent attempt. It's a great set. Wood trying to make a statement there after a couple missed opportunities for her. She wasn't going to miss another one.
Peyton Loading, the junior. Line drive. That dips right at the feet of Morgan Lalonde. It's a Buckeye Valley point.
Coming from the baseball background I have, that looked like a knuckleball from like a Tim Wakefield of the old Boston Red Sox. That thing got there, and then it just died.
Another very similar looking ball, this time fielded by Oak Harbor. Overpass. Barons survive for now. Back set, Rios. Dug up, tight to the net. Easy tap down for Sheets.
A lot more people getting involved for Oak Harbor here in the second set with them leading by 1. They've got to extend this lead, though, if they want to have an opportunity.
Rockets lead at 7-6. Running up on this attack, Leah takes some off of it. And it will be 4 hits, as it looked like it did take a little bit of a ping pong effect off of 2 Rockets to make it 4 hits.
Yeah, you had 2 of them kind of go to the floor. Trying to make an attempt at it. It hit one, bounced off the other. And it's another ace.
Hand over face this time from Buckeye Valley. They're not sure how that became an ace because it appeared Leah thought she mishit it, but it ended up working. 8-7. Line drive. There's another. Leah taking over from the service line. Not anywhere that she has been too dominant this season, but it's coming at the right time.
Same serve twice in a row. That's 3 of the last 4, that little low knuckle.
Right to Sandwich, who receives it. Tight ball, and that'll result in a block Kinsley Wood was excited about that one. Look at the end here as she runs away.
It's a great block, and here's the thing. If you're Oak Harbor, you had a chance to grow a lead. Now Buckeye Valley's extended it to 3, and the momentum has flipped again to the Lady Barons.
Leah continues to serve and terrorize this back line for Oak Harbor. Sandwich tries, blocked. I was going to be out. It was played anyways. Reset for the Rockets off the tape. Free ball, Oak Harbor. Chance to strike off the touch.
Free ball.
A little bit sloppy here from both sides. Back set going to Sandwich off the touch. Running by, loading. Great volley here. It results in a yummy ball. Michaela Bertkey.
Bertkey, 2 swings, 2 kills, timeout, Oak Harbor.
The Barons have not had to use one yet. That's the 3rd of the day called by the Rockets.
And it's a 6-0 run for Buckeye Valley. Oak Harbor had a 7-5 lead early in this set, and Buckeye Valley just flipped the switch, got the momentum back on their side, and now they look dangerous.
And the key we had for Oak Harbor, it seems like it's working more for Buckeye Valley.
Yeah,
we talked about the long points.
Yeah. I think Buckeye Valley's won every single extended point tonight.
Head coach Randy Haas talking to this team. They feel like they're in a good position as they are basically a set and a half away if they win this one from heading to Dayton next week.
And how impressive would it be to go through the OHSAA tournament to a state semifinal without losing a set?
Yeah. Oak Harbor just lost a set today, but coming in, their lost set, they were, I believe, 12-1 in sets. They lost to 7-16 Clyde in the sectionals. Since then, they've been spotless up until this afternoon.
Great touch.
Near side, power touch. That one blocked. It'll drop.
Now, I will say this. That probably should have been 4. I think that went off the top of the net. I don't think that was touched on the block. Nonetheless, it ends up as a point for the Barons.
Overpass, Wood. Happy birthday. It's a birthday ball for the Barons.
And how about Leah Schoonover at the service line during this run?
It's been a sight to behold. As you said, it's now an 8-0 run. Rios falls underneath it. Set, Sandwich trying to break the run. That she does. So Miley able to get them back on the board. They trail by 5. Baumgartner to serve.
Yeah, but that's a huge run for the Barons. Baumgartner's going to have to go on a nice run herself to bring them right back in it.
Spot to the corner. Taylor Harning, a beauty, 14-8.
Yeah, you can't play that any better. They played it off the net, off the initial set. She's seen nobody in that back corner, and she placed it perfectly.
Talk about an 8-ball corner pocket as now Kinsley Wood gets us going again. Near side, shot to the corner on the other side, and Oak Harbor just continuing to feed Sandwich today.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job of feeding the hitter that's doing well for them. They're not forcing anything to anybody. They're feeding the most consistent one they have, and that's been Sandwich so far.
High serve, received by Logier, far side. Schoonover getting back into it. And that student section had the best look at it as Aaliyah pummels this ball to the floor.
I mean, what do you do on the other side of things if you're the Lady Rockets? When she has a swing opportunity like that, it's going to be a very difficult dig for anybody on the other side of the floor.
Taylor Harning was working in the front row not too long ago, and now she's back to serve.
Yeah, she's the one that put the set in the corner.
Sails that into the netting. Back to Oak Harbor it goes. It's 15-10. McMillan underneath it. Back to Schoonover. Blocked. And nobody there for the Barons. So Oak Harbor gets another point. They're within 4. This team trailing by a set. Their first 20-win season since 2018. So they sit 22-4 coming into today, unranked in Division 4, just like these Barons. Tight ball to the net. That'll hit the antenna.
Yeah, and it's a nice run here for the Oak Harbor Lady Rockets. You're only down 3. Continue the run with Sandwich.
Another back to the corner. Baumgartner covers the ground for Oak Harbor. Set from McMillan going back to Aaliyah. Roll shot. Baumgartner there again. Up the middle. Hall blocked. It'll drop. No violation on Buckeye Valley. They take the point thanks to that defense. And as you said earlier, I don't think there was a block, but Berkey was there in case.
Yeah, Berkey was there in case. Again, I think it hit that tape and rolled down. But you said it. There could have been a net violation called on Berkey. I feel like she might have been into that net.
Elena
Great
Hall
dig.
has that one dug up fantastically by Logier. They'll go back to Hall. Touch off the block. Dive by Schoonover. McMillan sets. Leah dumps it to the campfire.
How about the play from the sophomore so far today, Leah Schoonover?
It has been a Schoonover show this afternoon in Lexington. Sandwich the set going back to Elena. This will drop out of bounds.
Just missed.
By a couple inches.
Just missed. What a placement there. Just missed the end line. And BV's got that momentum right back again.
Logier, second team all-district, sends it over. Feeding Hall some more. These last couple of points dumped to the campfire again. This will be fielded by the Rockets. Logier, McMillan, far side, Schoonover, blocked.
Great block by Hall.
Give it back to Aaliyah, off the touch. Sandwich, dump, and that'll do.
You know what I love so far that I'm seeing is the energy out of their head coach. Every point, she is halfway on the floor, excited for everybody.
Another chance for the Barons, punched up. Great job by Hall to stay out of the net. However, the send-away will not land inbounds, so it's now 19-13. And we'll see a substitution for Buckeye Valley. Coming in, Kinsley Wood again, and off to the bench goes Natalie Brockett. Aaliyah back to serve again. That ball dipped quickly on the libero, and this will not get over.
And they're going to, again, win the race to 20.
Ace number 88 to match the jersey number
How
for
about
Aaliyah.
that? 88 aces to go along with her numbers at the net. What do you do against somebody like that? As we got about 200 of you guys out there watching on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Shout us out. We'll shout you out right here live and free.
Shout out to the Marion Pleasant volleyball squad that just beat Huron not too long ago.
Swept
They're
Huron.
headed over to Dayton.
Yeah, they swept Huron.
Convincing sweep. We'll get a chance to take a look at them next week as we take the trip to Dayton. Very different for me this year now that I live in Columbus. It's going to be
it's a little bit more of a haul for you.
Less.
Oh, yeah.
Less
for you. You're closer than all the rest of us that are going to potentially have to make that haul.
If Travis is listening, he might want to crash at my place for the weekend, as we'll be making the trip up and down Dayton to get a nice look at some state volleyball where the Barons or the Rockets are going to be playing on Thursday. Their state semifinal would be at the Nutter Center at Rice State. Long ball from Baumgartner. It'll make it an 8-point advantage for Buckeye Valley.
And it's momentum. The long points that Buckeye Valley has won have been the momentum swingers. When Oak Harbor's had a run, they've had an opportunity. There's always something that's killed the momentum.
And there's another ace. 89 for Aaliyah.
They are well into double-digit aces on the afternoon. And it's been probably the most impressive thing out of them so far is their ability from the service line.
Got some comments coming in. Leslie, shout out to you cheering on Buckeye Valley. And then also Matt Moore cheering on from Atlanta, Georgia. How about the defense here from Buckeye Valley?
The digs, the hustle.
Set up the middle.
Another
dug
dig.
up by Harning. Far side, Wood simply keeps the volley alive. They'll work right to us. Off the block, Baumgartner wins the point for Oak Harbor. That's a big one.
That's their first long volley point of the night, and they have got to use that as momentum to build on this set.
Kamari cheering on Buckeye Valley. Best of luck from Delaware Hayes. And a little bit of a pause here. Looks like Wood needed a little bit of water, so they got that taken care of. So she's all set to go now. And Tanner Wright cheering on the Lady Barons as well. And then also Crystal Detweiler cheering on Buckeye Valley in support of the Hawks Volleyball Club coach as Buckeye Valley scores here to make it 23-14. Randy Haas, I saw the backpacks they had coming in. They were blue, and I was like, there's no blue team playing tonight. And then I looked a little further, and that's their volleyball club.
One of the best clubs in the state, the Hawks.
Near side off the tape. Nice dig by Schoonover. Far side, Wood will get a chance, and she'll get the kill. Make it set point here, 24-14. And Buckeye Valley looking like they're going to cruise to a 2-0 lead unless we see some late heroics from Oak Harbor.
Oak Harbor struggling to stop the long runs by Buckeye Valley. And how about the crowd on hand here? Power touch.
And that'll drop for the Oak Rockets.
Yeah, Baumgartner with the power touch. Same thing she did earlier, tried to power touch that down into the corner. It didn't fall, but she got the touch and the point. But now you've got 9 more set points if you're Oak Harbor.
Rios. Set up the middle, powerful from Harding. And that'll get it done, 2-0. Go the Lady Barons from Buckeye Valley, 25-15 here in set number 2. Third one on the way from Lexington, live and free on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Live and free from Lexington here on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon, Josh Banks on the call for a 2-0 advantage from Buckeye Valley as they are one set away from heading on out to Dayton next week for a state semifinal. It would be their first appearance there in school history in the volleyball program. So right now the Barons looking dominant. They have won both sets fairly handily. certainly this last one where they won 25-15.
Yeah, they have handled business in sets number 1 and number 2. And what's going to be interesting here is what type of energy or momentum does Oak Harbor have here in set number 3 to try and bounce back and push this to a 4th.
Josh, you triggered the comments section as we keep getting some shout-outs that we owe some people. So shout out to Kaylin cheering on Buckeye Valley. Also Leslie, Ann, Cindy, and Wes all cheering on the Lady Barons. And I do see the comments from Matt Schoonover, as I got it right this time. I got to talk to Coach Haas very briefly before he got out to the court. And I always forget the old homage, don't trust your coach for pronunciations.
Yeah. That can bite us in the butt in the world that we live in.
So Schoonover, and then it's Alia, and then Leia.
Okay.
Jump in anytime, Barons fans, if I miss anybody else, but I feel like everybody else is pretty simple. As we move on here for set number 3, Lady Rockets will get us going. Sandwich. Schoonover will get a chance right away. So Alia makes it 1-0.
And the continued domination at the net. You know, you had talked about it. Oak Harbor doesn't really have much play at the net for blocks, and that has shown here tonight.
Rockets fans starting to jump in the comments section. Wendy and Shannon, shout out to you cheering on Oak Harbor today. Touch off the block and right on cue.
Yeah,
Looks like it was Elena
again.
Hall.
Elena Hall has had a phenomenal match here today. Really good opportunities at the net that she's taken advantage of.
Two-hand send over. Not a great area for Oak Harbor as they can't field it back. It's 2-1 Buckeye Valley.
And that's kind of been the mantra of the first 2 sets is finding the openings, and Buckeye Valley has done that very, very well. That's twice now they've had a quick set into a corner that Oak Harbor wasn't able to get to.
Underneath it, Sandwich. Not sure where that set was going. It went right between Elena Hall and then also Rios, and it drops to the floor.
Yeah, just a complete miscommunication for Oak Harbor.
Whistle out of rotation, and the Rockets gift the Barons another point.
Down 2-0 and down now 4-1. You cannot afford to hand the other team points.
Hall up the middle, dug up by Harning. And we'll see a whistle on. It looks like they're going to call it.
Yeah. Leia was into the net during that set. She had got too close to it, and that's what they called.
But I saw like a 20 signal.
I did too. I didn't see 12.
There's another one that was a little bit iffy. No call, though. Tight ball to the net. This will be taken out of bounds, and it will go to Oak Harbor. Another obstruction at the net. A lot of these calls have not gone Buckeye Valley's way.
And here's the thing. They're so delayed. They haven't been calls when it happens.
And Alia gets another kill. Schoonover will go back to serve right after.
And that's what she's done. She has been the crucial one. When Oak Harbor gets into any type of rhythm or any type of momentum, she finds a way to get a big kill to take it right away.
Goes cross court with her serve. Baumgartner standing swing. Schoonover picks it up. Ping pong between both sides. Now to the far side it goes. Wood puts it through the block. Kept up by Sandwich. Baumgartner standing swing again into the campfire. And Schoonover keeps it alive. Great job by McMillan, but they'll call it in the antenna.
I don't know that hit the antenna. It sure did not look like it from here.
Well, if it hits any of the side to the right from where that ball was, if it hits anywhere to the right of the net, That's the call.
Okay.
So that would have been out of bounds, and I think that's what they saw there. Wood goes over the top. Easy scoop in the back for Oak Harbor. Long ball out by Baumgartner. Makes it 6-4, Buckeye Valley. Some more shout-outs due. Jenny cheering on the Rockets along with Natalie. Says go BV. And Jocelyn, I know that, assistant coach for Pleasant, of course, cheering on Buckeye Valley today.
Another great dig by BV.
Wood goes to the back row, kept up by the Rockets. Now another try from Baumgartner. Lozier with the dig. And then off the touch, Wood, another kill.
And those are all off of the digs from BV. I mean, you can't play that any better. Your libero, again, like I was saying, is a major role in that as Lozier does a great job there.
Powerful one off the block. Sandwich gets the kill for Oak Harbor.
And she's really kind of been the key player here in this match for Oak Harbor.
No return from the Barons. It's an ace for Tatum. She's the second Tatum now that I've seen. Actually, the third. The third that has been one of the stars on a volleyball team, because there's Tatum Stover that plays right here in Lexington. Yep. And you've got Tatum Krebs, who I just saw play for Tenora a couple days ago, and then Tatum Baumgartner, all studs. So if you're looking to raise a volleyball girl, you might want to name her Tatum.
Yep. That point's going to go to BV as it hit the antenna.
So they'll get the ball back. They'll give it to Leia.
And let's not forget the nice run she had the last time she was back here at the service line.
Tight ball. Nice set by Rios. And we will not see that run as Oak Harbor immediately gets her out of that position. She'll go to the bench, Leia. In comes the libero, and Oak Harbor will bring in a sub of their own, Lainey Schmidt. She will serve.
Yeah, and that was a big swing there by Sandwich. She's done a great job so far taking advantage of opportunities.
Harning, plenty of space up the middle, goes off the tape with it. Far side, Wood.
Off the block.
Baumgartner puts it up near side. Sandwich, that one tapped down. But another violation on Buckeye Valley, as they've been close to the net all game long, and they have not gotten any grace from these officials.
No, they have not. I don't know, other than the one out-of-system call that got called on Oak Harbor just in this set, I think every other call in this match has went in favor of the Rockets.
They'll go back to Harning, stays away from the net this time. Set up into the net. Morgan Lalonde cannot get it over. And that's not a state. I don't think we're being biased when we say that.
No,
that's just what it's been the issue here today for Buckeye Valley, a lot of those net violations.
It's not anything against the officials or anything. It's Buckeye Valley's mistakes that they've made have been net violations and things along those lines. There's a huge power touch there from Hall.
So Elena, the senior, trying to keep her career alive. Second team all-conference for Oak Harbor. She's come alive here in these last two sets. Joust won by Buckeye Valley. Touch over the block. Easy up for loading. Far side. Schoonover has that one touched off the block again.
Back set.
And this will fall through that block for Buckeye Valley for a kill with Bella Rios.
Yeah, Bella with a great opportunity there, gets the swing down. And now you've got the student section trying to get BV back into it as the Lady Rockets take a 1-point lead.
Overpass, yummy ball, and that'll drop. Elena Hall. Still have not seen a timeout out of Buckeye Valley. And as I say that, here it is. First timeout of the night for Coach Randy Haas. And it comes with the Lady Rockets leading 11-9. You see the head coach Caitlin Sandwich rocking probably the best fit here in the gym today, just the all green.
I mean, match with your team. And how about just down 2-0, the resiliency that they've showed here in set number 3, knowing your season's on the line, your first opportunity to go to the Nutter Center in Dayton is on the line. You're not quitting, you're not giving up. And they got a nice little lead here with exactly who you want serving at the line.
It will be Miley Sandwich once we come out of this timeout. Coach Haas firing up that Buckeye Valley side. And Coach Caitlin looking on, hoping that what she said spurs on her team as the Rockets trail 2-0. We start again, looking for a coach's point. BV. Touch over the block. Nice recovery by the Rockets. And a nice shot down the line from Schoonover. Does get that coach's point for Coach Haas.
Well, and we talked about it earlier. She has been the go-to when they've went on a run, that being Oak Harbor, and she does it again right there.
Taylor Harning. Line drive off the tape. Kept up, received by Lynch. Shot from Hall is blocked. They'll go the opposite side. Nice job staying out of the antenna, and it forces a yummy ball. Elena Hall. But you also got to applaud the effort from Morgan Lalonde, who was able to go way back and keep that in bounds.
I'm not sure how that stayed on the left side of the antenna, but that is a phenomenal shot from the Lady Rockets.
And Morgan serves this away. Yummy ball opportunity blocked. Schoonover off the touch. Libero set heading over to Rios. Tried the dink. Buckeye Valley prepared for it. Sandwich moves to the center position. Tap over the block. Baumgartner rises up. Joust won by the Rockets. Schoonover will try again, and that'll go short. 13-10, Oak Harbor.
And the first long point of the evening that Oak Harbor has won, and it gives them a 3-point lead.
And that one powered right at Sandwich, and Schoonover, another kill. Great set from Tegan McMillan across the court.
Yeah, a great far set from Tegan McMillan, too. I mean, you just can't beat the Schoonover girls at the net.
Near side, powerful swing, kept down on the other side. Great job by, again, McMillan, and then along with Leia Schoonover.
And that's been the difference so far, Jonathan. They're play at the net on the blocks. It's not even the swings, it's the blocks by Buckeye Valley.
Power touch, rejected. And it'll go on Buckeye Valley's side. Violation in the net, this time by Oak Harbor.
13-13.
3-0 run all of a sudden.
And that's exactly what they do every time.
Lozier goes short. Near side. Cross-court shot taken in by Buckeye Valley. They'll get another chance after the touch off the block. Free ball. Bump set. Oh, Lynch tried to send it over, actually, and it goes short.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea there by Lynch. The right idea, just misplayed it, but now you gave BV the lead.
Quick setup. Near side now, off the block. Barons have been relentless up front. And Leah can't keep it up, needed it to go a little bit higher, immediately motioned over towards Tegan. Get that up for me.
Yeah, get that up a little bit higher, and she's able to get a quick little dink over to the other side. Oak Harbor not going away here in set number 3.
This one much higher. It goes to Alia. Touch off the tape. That'll drop.
Big point for the
Baumgartner.
Rockets.
Leah calls for it, and she calls her shot. Makes it 15-15.
Well, that's about the third or fourth time that Leah has called for the ball. She finally gets it, and she did not miss.
So Alia will drop back. Best server on the team. That one sails out. Good eye by Ava Lynch to let it go.
And again, a big opportunity here for Oak Harbor. I feel like this set is literally going to be the race to 20. Whichever team gets there first is more than likely going to walk away with this set number 3.
Buckeye Valley was the first to 20 in each of the first 2 sets. They lead 2-0. Leah off the touch. Nice little grin on her face as she goes over to Tegan. Much better this time, she says.
And is she one of the most vocal girls on the floor when she wants to have an opportunity for a swing? We hear her yelling mine all the way up here.
We have headsets on.
And we still hear her voice all the way up here calling for that set.
She doesn't always get it, though, but she's persistent. We'll give her that. Nice one through the block by Miley Sandwich.
Sandwich has had a phenomenal match as well. The back and forth that we've seen here in set 3 has been amazing.
Tatum Baumgardner, 90% on her serves, 50 aces on the year coming in. Nice float serve to the platform of Harning, who will take it first and third contact and score it, all tied at 17.
17 apiece. We come down the stretch, and the last time that Leah was in this situation, she went on a 6-point run to make it 23-14. And she'll miss that one, though. Announcer jinx. My bad, folks.
Back and forth here between these two sides. But so far, Oak Harbor, I would say for the majority of this set, has been in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they have really came out and controlled set number 3, and they're looking to finish strong.
Back to the middle. Harning roll shots. That was a pretty one.
That was a great roll shot there by Harding. I mean, she's done that a couple times tonight. She cocked back like she was going to swing, and then just a little roll of the wrist.
Set tight to the nets. And this will go to the scorer's table. No play for the Barons.
The joust won by Oak Harbor there, and Hall.
Last 6 points have been back and forth. Oak Harbor, BV, Oak Harbor, BV, Oak Harbor, BV. Can BV bounce back here? And they do.
Guess
7 in a row.
When you need a point the most, you go to number 8.
Alia Schoonover. Line drive to the net. Harning, another service error.
And that's going to make Oak Harbor the first to 20 on the service error. Does the trend stay the same, or do we keep going back and forth?
If it doesn't, we got a team to send to state. Alia misses out of bounds.
I want to say that's her first hitting error of the afternoon.
And I think you'd be right.
Yeah.
McMillan going to go the other way. Harning starting to get some more action here as of late. Rios, fading shot. Kept up by Brockett. Far side. Schoonover will get the kill.
She's not going to miss twice in a row, folks. You give her another opportunity, she's going to take full advantage of it as she goes angled cross court there.
Numbers starting to pile in here on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome into the OH Report. We are close to a potential state send-off for Buckeye Valley, but Oak Harbor making it a little bit more difficult as they lead 22-20.
And they're playing a great third set. The energy has picked up by everybody on the floor for Oak Harbor.
High pooch serve, Schoonover. First and third contact, goes short. Baumgardner right there. Sandwich the set to Rios. Up by Lozier, tapped by Leah. Reset of the floor, cut shot. Easily up by Schoonover, who'll try again. And that'll go out. 23-20, Oak Harbor. And the Rockets, you can tell, we're on their side of the gym. They're starting to get a little crazy.
Coach Haas going to take his last time out here, and this gym here by us is absolutely on fire right now for the Oak Harbor Lady Rockets.
They can sense a shift in momentum here late in the set. It's the last time out for Coach Haas. Dishing out orders to Buckeye Valley. Already back out on the floor, though, is Oak Harbor.
Coach Haas, here's the message if you're Coach Haas. Calm down. You won the first 2 sets, and you've been in this situation before with these Lady Rockets. Not 23-20, but you've been down 2 and 3, and you went on a run to battle back. Run off 5 in a row. We've seen them do it before, and you guys are going to go to the Nutter Center in Dayton.
It's 23-20. Lady Rockets in the lead. Buckeye Valley in danger of losing a 23-set streak. Dates all the way back to late in the regular season when they played against Bishop Reedy. Leah misses out of bounds. It is going to be set point as Leah not happy with the call. Officials had to kind of calm her down. But we will see Oak Harbor with set point number 1.
5 of them for Oak Harbor.
McMillan set her dump. And that will go in a rough spot. No man's land for the Rockets. There's one. Set point number 2 for the Lady Rockets.
If you are the Lady Barons, you have exactly who you want serving right now in this situation.
Alia Schoonover, received by the libero Lynch. Near side, powerful swing, sent away, reset for the Rockets. Tight ball to the net, Sandwich stays out of it. Bump set from the libero to Wood, roll shot to the campfire, and Baumgartner ends up short.
That's 2 in a row.
Maybe tried to play a bit of hero ball. That was a long way to try to get it over.
Yeah, she tried to push that just over the net to the far side. It's a great effort, but in this situation, probably not the shot you want if you're Oak Harbor. That was only second touch. Get a better swing to win this 3rd set.
How about that Buckeye Valley student section who has been loud all afternoon? And now you focus in on Coach Haas, who has no more timeouts. He called them both previous to this. The timeout was called by Oak Harbor just a few moments ago. Lady Rockets have 1 to go. Buckeye Valley's got to live with whatever happens here.
Yeah, you need 2 more to push us to extra points.
Alia Schoonover with the serve. Back to Baumgartner, roll shot, easy scoop in the back by Schoonover. They're going to go to the middle with Leah. Ready for the pooch that time. Baumgartner tries again, power touch short.
That's 3 straight for the Lady Barons, and the momentum has already shifted here in set number 3.
Schoonover again, this one in. They're going to keep feeding Baumgartner. Set, McMillan switches sides. Wood up by Sandwich. Switch it over to Rios. McMillan sets again. Leah, tight one, rolls off the tape. Wood will try one. Cross court. Easy up for the libero. Baumgartner tries again. Great dig by Alia. Touch off the block. Great volley here. Rios tight to the net off the touch. Both teams don't want to go away from this set quite yet. Baumgartner, 3rd time's a charm. No, continues on. Out, Leah
power
finds
touch.
the touch. Far sideline. Extra points we go.
4 straight for the Lady Barons to push this to extra points. And how about Leah Schoonover, the sophomore, with a huge point there.
Setter dump, fielded by Harning. Wood will try one off the touch. Sheets keeps it up. Here goes Baumgartner. Swing up by Schoonover. Wood again. And this
mid-range
inbounds.
Finds the corner pocket. How about the shot by Wood?
And that'll make it match point for Buckeye Valley. Timeout, Oak Harbor.
Mid-range, back corner, just inside the tape. You can't place it any better.
So with Buckeye Valley 1 point away from their first ever bid to a state semifinal, they have battled all the way back. They were down 24-20. This is a 5-0 run from the Lady Barons.
And like you and I both said, Mr. Langdon, you had exactly who you wanted at the service line when this run started.
Alia Schoonover the serve. Match point number 1. Long way to go for the setter. It's a free ball from Oak Harbor. McMillan, back row attack. Harning drops it. BV, we will see you in Dayton. Taylor Harning gets it done. A 6-0 run to wrap it up here from Lexington. A first ever date to Dayton for Buckeye Valley.
And they played it perfect. They come back down 24-20 to take that third set.
It's a sweep for Buckeye Valley over Oak Harbor. The ceremony coming up next, live and free on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
It is time now for your post-game show presented by the Buckeye Valley Spirit Squad. They're feeling quite spirited after this one. A great win for the Barons here today, as the ceremonies will commence here for a regional championship. Oak Harbor falls just short. They end their season 22-5 on the year. They're the final team in the Northern Buckeye Conference to bow out here today. But still a fantastic season. Ended in a 5-game winning streak that was snapped here today in Lexington.
Yeah, and it was a great third set by Buckeye Valley as well. They battled the entire Oak Harbor. They battled the entire set. And they, listen, yes, your season ended, but you just finished as a regional runner-up, and you've got a coach that's going to continue to build your program.
Our coach, Caitlin Sandwich,
When your name is called, please step
her
forward
medal
and be
momentarily
recognized.
along with the rest of her
First, for
team.
the 2025 regional
And
runner-up
congratulations
team
to all of those Lady
from
Rockets,
Oak
but we
Harbor.
are going to go ahead and talk a little bit about
Number
Buckeye
1,
Valley, because we're going
Lady
to step
Schmidt.
aside once they have their ceremony and their part begins. But what a season they've had. They make it now
Number 2,
24
taking
straight
up
sets that they have
Langdon.
won, getting all the way back to a Bishop Reedy game where they were trying to redeem themselves after losing in the league.
Yeah.
And they did that in a big way, and then they've responded ever since.
Yeah, I mean, you've gone, what is that, 5 straight matches now without losing a set? 6 straight matches without losing
8.
a set. Is it 8 straight?
Well, I guess it's 7.
7 straight because
yes,
you lost
7.
the one to Reedy. And you got, and here's the thing, and it's just like any sport at the high school level. Jonathan, you played sports in high school, so did I. It doesn't matter how good your regular season is. When you get hot in tournament time, you don't have to be the best team to make a run. Well, here's the difference. They're the best team, and they got hot at the right time.
So congratulations to Buckeye Valley, your regional champions, and then a shout out also to Oak Harbor as they get their hardware as regional runners-up. We're going to take a step aside, let you take in the ceremonies here from Lexington High School on the OH Report.
And head coach, Caitlin Joseph. Would the seniors and captains for the Rockets please come forward for the presentation of your team trophy? Your community and school are very proud of you. Again, to help present the trophies for Buckeye Valley Athletic Director Mitch Dalton. Here, when your name is called, please come forward and be recognized. First, for the 2025 again, regional champions, Buckeye Valley Barons. Number 1, Tegan McMillan. Number 2, Taylor Harding. Number 4, Lana Suchland. Number 5, Delaney Lozier. Number 6, Peyton Leote. Number 7, Kinsley Wood. Number 8, Aliyah Schoonover. Number 9, Michaela Press. Apologies. Number 10, Kinsley Iden. Number 12, Leia Schoonover. Number 13, Natalie Brockett. Number 14, Michaela Berkey. Number 16, Kate Manning. Number 17, Paige Blue. Number 25, Claire Walters. Assistant coaches, Morgan Haas and Kennedy Canterbury. And your head coach for the Barons, Randy Haas. Congratulations to the Barons, who will enter the state tournament with an overall record of 24 wins and 3 losses, and will now advance to the state semifinals at the Nutter Center on the campus of West State University at noon on Thursday. Again, thank you for everyone for coming out here today and supporting the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the student athletes at both communities. Please have a safe trip home.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Time now for your MVP here on the OH Report, presented by Ostrander RØST and Aaliyah Schoonover.
Hi.
How are you today? I feel like you're doing fantastic. You're wearing some nice bling.
Yes.
Well, congratulations to you guys. Great win here for Buckeye Valley. First ever trip to the Final Four coming up. Just take me through the emotions of today.
We're all really stressed, but we're all so excited. We all prayed before the game. Every game we pray. I mean, emotions are high, but we stayed calm.
All right, Aaliyah, just take me through the final point. Drops down. Harding puts a great ball into the corner, and you guys storm the floor. What's going through your mind after that? Yeah,
Taylor's so good. I can rely on her for anything. I'm just so glad that we pushed through the ends, and it's so relieving that we ended in 3, not 4. I'm just super proud of our whole team, everyone.
And that's now 7 straight games you guys have been able to come out with sweeps. But just take me through what has really been clicking ever since that. Those 3 losses that came in quick succession early on in the year, and what you guys have been able to do after that.
Yeah, early on we had some losses. Conference, we lost 1 game, and we just practiced a lot harder. We practice like we play. We worked a lot on our formation more, and we focused a lot more, and we realized that we actually have a chance on getting farther.
All right, well, Aaliyah, I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but I'll go ahead and let you take a look in that camera right up there. Give any shout outs you want.
My family, Leah, she did really good the past few games, every game, but she did really good. I'm proud of her. The whole student section for coming out, and I'm just proud of everyone on the team. Well,
congratulations. You're heading to state next week. All right, we'll take one quick break. We'll come back with the head coach for this group for Buckeye Valley, live and free on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Time now for your post-game shows. We continue on here from Buckeye Valley as they get themselves to their first ever state Final Four next week. We've got Coach Randy Haas with us. Just, Coach, this is a great moment for you and your team. Just take me through the emotions of it all.
They were going pretty good until that 3rd set when they started really battling with us, and we were a little bit stressed and down. But overall, it's always exciting when you win. And you look back, it was a good match. It was a good match, especially that 3rd set.
I mean, you're making it sound like you guys have been here before. This is unprecedented territory for Buckeye Valley. Just take me through just this group and what makes them so special to get to a state Final Four.
Well, that's what's awesome about this group. A lot of them play club and things like that, and they've been in those big matches. I mean, Aliyah has been in huge matches. She plays all over the country. Leah, same thing. There are quite a few of them that play club that have traveled and been in some really big matches, and that makes a huge difference when they come out here and play. They can remain calm, and then everybody else can remain calm and just do your job and play hard.
And we're still kind of catching up with you guys because we're jumping on late to the train as you guys head to Dayton next week. But I know you guys had all 3 of your losses come within 3 days of each other. But since that, it's been flawless. You guys have now had 24 straight set wins. What goes into a performance like that?
It's good to have a few losses in the season somewhere to see why you lost and evaluate what happened and things like that. And we're not a good weekend game team, So I was a little bit worried about coming in here on Saturday, and that was 2 of our losses was on a Saturday. So that made me worried, but overall, they worked through that, and they know to come in here and get things done and what they need to do now to take care of business.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations to you guys. I won't hold you up too much longer to go celebrate with your team, but one final thing I will ask you for, if you want to look up to that camera and give any shout-outs you want across the program, across the community.
I'd just like to say, one, the team we just played is phenomenal. They are battlers, and they had a great showing. They did really well. And for the community as a whole to come together and have parents out here greeting us at the door, it's over an hour away and stuff, that's just amazing. It's a great community to coach in. I got to say that.
All right, Coach Haas, congratulations. Best of luck. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Here on the post-game show, that will do it for us here from Lexington High School. Thank you so much for joining us. Buckeye Valley, first ever trip to the Final Four. We're going to make it our mission to be there next week to cover this team as the Barons look to go for a state title. We'll see you next time here on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon, Josh Banks, Josh Jr. on the camera tonight. We're going to book it because we got some soccer to cover tonight. Mansfield Christian playing for a regional championship as well. We'll see you next time.